Shannon.
Awesome. Thank you, Tracy.
You're welcome.
Is it letting me go through? Yes, it is. There we go. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Give me 1 second here. Let me get this to play. There we go. Okay, can everybody see my screen okay? Awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Tracy, for inviting me to be a part of this today. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shannon Ferguson, and I'm going to go through preserving and organizing your memories. Okay, so a little bit about me on from the professional standpoint. I am a professional photographer. I specialize in weddings, portraits, and commercial photography. I've been doing this almost 10 years now, which is kind of crazy to think of. So I have probably over 300 weddings under my belt as well. So my wedding seasons are pretty busy usually. I also specialize in photo digitization, restoration, colorization, and enlargements. So pretty much any kind of special project you would need done, I can help you out with. I'm Adobe Photoshop certified in photo editing. I'm also a photography instructor, both one-on-one, and I also offer virtual classes. I'm a member of Professional Photographers of America, and I'm also fully licensed and insured. On the personal front, I'm married and I have a 15-month-old son who's currently taking a nap. So I'm hoping he doesn't wake up right now. Here's a little bit of my wedding work. Love to shoot weddings, and just wanted to include that. And here's some of my commercial and editorial photography as well. So let's talk about this. What really got me into doing this is I'm a photographer and I work with a lot of different families. I shoot about 50 weddings a year. And so not only do I enjoy creating memories, I also enjoy preserving them as well. And my interest in photo preservation really came from my own family experiences. I had two great grandfathers that I never met, and my mom would always tell stories about them. And I ended up getting my hands on one of the photo albums, and I was able to flip through and kind of see the pictures of them. And I was like, these really need to be, preserved. And it was kind of cool because it made me learn a little more about them. So your photographs are in trusted hands with me. I'm local. I offer pickup and drop off as part of my service, and I will treat them as your own. I'm very careful with everything. And I'm always a phone call away. So if you have questions, not only about photo preservation, but about photography in general, I'm either a phone call or an email away. And I really enjoy helping people with their preservation and photography needs. So let's talk about this. Why is it important to preserve your photographs? There's several reasons why, but the most, the main ones are going to be, number one is the elements. Even in storage containers, your photographs, not only your photographs, but your letters, sentimental items, birthday cards, Christmas cards, things like that you save, they can degrade in overall quality through the years. Photographic paper doesn't last forever. Technology has increased exponentially, but even now, the professional photo papers only have a shelf life of 100 years, and it was a lot less than that several decades ago. You'll probably notice on your older photo albums, they have chemical compounds, sticky paper, that allowed for the photographs to actually be put in and stuck to the pages. Those chemicals cause damage to photographs. They cause them to degrade quite a bit. Another big piece of this, another reason why you want to take a look at digitizing and preserving is catastrophic loss. Digitizing and uploading to a safe and secure cloud-based program, something like iCloud, Google Photos, Dropbox, Crash Plan, those programs will ensure that your memories are never lost and you can take them with you wherever you go. Media, slides, 16mm film, Super 8 film, VHS tapes, those are becoming difficult, if not impossible to view unless you have the equipment yourself. And trying to source repair for that equipment, if you own it, is very difficult. And trying to find replacement equipment is getting very difficult as well. They just don't make those things anymore. And overall storage space. I've had clients with upwards of 10 bins of photographic memories, so that can take up a lot of space. And unfortunately, the majority of people store those things in their basements, which is pretty much the worst place that you could put them in terms of, we live in Michigan. We've had a lot of flooding over the past couple of years. Okay, so what should you preserve? Most photographs and documents can be preserved digitally and even enhanced. This is just a small list of what I've preserved for clients. You can preserve photographs, slides, negatives, letters, and documents. I kind of think of like the old love letters from like World War II. You can scan all of those, and even your children's drawings. Services that you can give to me that I can outsource: VHS conversion, 16mm reel, Super 8 reel. Pretty much any type of media. If you include it with the things that I do, I can outsource those to a trusted person. Okay, so you've made the decision you want to preserve. Where do you start? First things first, gather everything in a centralized location. I would suggest dedicating a room, like a dining room or a spare room that you don't use. When I digitized my own family photographs, I was working with several generations. So it was important for me to have a space where I could go and just dedicate that. Think about what you want to save. Do you want to save all your photographs? Do you want to do slides? Do you want to do movie media? Do you have other sentimental documents that you want to save? Those can all be preserved. It's entirely up to you what you decide to tackle, and it's all on your timeline as well. If you have photo albums, I suggest carefully removing the photographs from the albums. And I do recommend wearing some type of rubber gloves or nitrile gloves. You really don't want to touch your photographs just because of the oil on your hands. No matter how clean you get them, you're always going to get something on them. And no food or drink where you're organizing either. If you have photo boxes, go through those carefully. In the 90s and 2000s, it was very common to get duplicates of photos. If you have a photo that pertains to more than one person, you can use those duplicates. But for the most part, if you just want to take them out, that way you're not scanning the same one over again. Separate by family and person, and then put in a Ziploc bag. So what I do is I scan by batches that I receive, and I'll make specific digital folders and organize by the batch that I receive. If you can, remove photographs from frames. If you don't feel comfortable, or if it's starting to tear, or if it's been professionally framed with like the paper on the back, don't worry about it. Bring it to me and I will take a photo of it and digitize it that way. So real quickly, the process: I use archival gloves. I also wipe every single photo before I put it in the scanner. A lot of people that do this don't do that because you have dust and dirt and things like that that can get on the photos. All the photographs and slides are scanned through a software program that sharpens and restores color. That's included for free in the service. And then scanned photographs and slides are filed in the order they were received. Digitized files are then uploaded to a photo gallery that you can share with family and friends. So it's completely online. It does have a private password and things like that. And then you can also purchase a loaded USB or flash drive for just a small fee. So let's take a look at some of the things that I've done. So these are all photographs that I have scanned and personally worked on. Now, these have not been restored. I also do restoration, colorization, things like that. This is basically just the actual scanning itself. Believe it or not, this gentleman right here in the middle, the older gentleman, he is my great grandfather, and that is his 101st birthday photo, which I thought was amazing. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I also do photo colorization. So if you have photos like this that you would like to put to color, we can do that. I can scan them, crop them, and restore them, and also put them to color, not a problem. There's another example of a photo I've done. Photo restoration. I know people have these that have tears and rips and cracks and things like that. Those are fixable. Almost everything is fixable. If you have a photo that you really love that you want to preserve or you want to fix, give me a call, take a picture of it, send it to me via email, and I'm sure that we can do something to fix it. This one was kind of difficult because it went right through her eye, and that's kind of difficult to fix, but with a little Photoshop skill, anything is possible. And just as a note, everything that I do scan, I scan anywhere between 300 and 600 DPPI. So you can print off of these. You can print enlargements off of them as well. And here's another example of another photo that was not only cracked and damaged, but it was also faded as well. So restored the color and fixed all of the bends. So the other thing that I'm really passionate about is to keep creating memories. So if you have a camera that you want to learn how to take better photographs and you're a little overwhelmed with it, I can help you. I offer digital photography courses for any learning level. So if you have a camera that's just up in the closet gathering dust, give me a call. I'd love to sit down with you and help you with that. If you need help organizing your photos digitally and getting them all in one place, if you have stuff on your iPad, on your laptop, on your phone, you want to get them all in one place, I can help with that as well. And then the other thing that I do in the spring and in the fall, I do mini sessions as well. So you can keep creating memories. Give me a call. We can set something up. This was actually just in a park in Plymouth. Takes about 15 minutes or so. To get started, I'd love to work with you guys. You can reach me at the following phone, email, website. And as a special for you, I'm offering 20% off of your first service. Any returning customers always get 10% off as well. So, and we also offer referral bonuses. So thank you so much for your time, and I will turn it back over to Tracy.